What it do, good people? Welcome back, man. It's the show of another episode of the Turret Dome. I'm your boy James. This is my man right here.
Antonio in the building.
Got 1800 on deck this time.
Change it up this time. Yeah. Good job.
Hey, I tried. Gotta have the good drinks to start this topic off.
Already.
Oh man, it's gonna be a real controversial topic. Let me start off by saying this: these are our opinions. It's not designed to cure nothing or diagnose anything. It's just our opinions, and we talking about some issues. The issue today is gonna be a real serious issue. It's about blending your families, and what I mean by that is when a man and his child's mother break up and she takes on another boyfriend and get married, or just another boyfriend. How do y'all deal with that? Or how should you approach that? And I know a lot of fellas are going through that. So let's jump right in there.
So I already feel it coming. I feel it here. All right, so I'm gonna kick it from a male point of view. So let's say that y'all have a child together, and you're no longer together. So she moves on, you move on. Of course, when she moves on, she's liable to be in another relationship. Mm-hmm. So how do you, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? How do you process
I like that.
Another man possibly being around your child more than you? Mm-hmm. For instance, if she lives on one side of one side of the state or whatever, or y'all live in driving distance, but it's not driving distance where you can see your child every day. You know what I'm saying? So we're not even gonna go outside the state or whatever. We just want to talk like maybe your child is an hour away and you work every day. So, or your career might not allow you to see your children every day. You might get them every weekend or every other weekend or whatever, every other week. But let's just say that she has the children most of the time. This is who I want to pinpoint. All right, so by her having the children most of the time, and she has a male in her life, boyfriend, fiance, husband, what have you, that your child is now around that man, basically like 24/7, and they see you on weekends, once a week, twice a week, or what have you, but it's not as much as them seeing that other man. How do you process that? That's what I kind of want to get into, because there's so many levels to this. Mm-hmm. How do you process your children being around another man? You're in your children's life. You're 100% there. You 100% support them. But another man is around your child. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you deal with that?
I would say, if I was to throw mine out there, my daughters are grown, so it's not really an issue. But you got to approach it first, like one of our other segments we did. The child has to come first. You got to look at how that child is feeling. You got to look at it as if, okay, if I picture Boogie because this other man is there, my child caught in the middle, who do I listen to? So I really think...
You just say picture Boogie, yo?
Yeah, I did. My bad, I'm old. My age just came out.
Go ahead, dog.
Gotta take a drink on that one. But I really think you gotta approach it, with the mindset of what's best for the child. Unfortunately, we know this happens every day on a daily basis, and I will say this: when you approach it where both sets of people sit down and have a mutual, I'm gonna back up. I think it's the responsibility of the mother to talk to the husband and say, hey, these are the rules over here. But I think as a man, the two men should sit down together without the baby mother and come to agreements and say, hey, what's the terms? How do we approach this? And then come together with the child and say, hey, we all sat down and these are the rules and these is how we're going to approach that.
I mean, that sounds good, and in a perfect world, that will work. But we all know that might not work. I mean, it's good to be able to do that, and I'm not saying not to attempt that. Mm-hmm. But you may have animosity as a man. He may have animosity, may be threatened. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all sit down, it may be a little tension there.
Oh, it's gonna be
You know what I'm
some
saying?
tension.
It may be, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Like, cause my situation, I don't have no tension at all. I'm happy for both of them. Literally, I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you gotta look at it like this: when you're in a situation, hold on, it's working. You want to pause it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, where I leave off?
You was leaving Perfect World, Animosity.
Oh yeah. So let's look at it from this thing. Let's look at it from this standpoint. Okay, that may or may not work. All right, let's rewind back to the relationship. First of all, everything is a process. Everything starts as a seed and then it blossoms. Don't get me wrong. There's always some curveballs and stuff, but you're in a relationship with a woman. Y'all have a kid. How y'all got there? Whatever. All right. The point is, y'all in a relationship, y'all have children, so children are the main focus. If y'all not getting along, first of all, my thing is you try your best to make it work.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say you just don't do it for kids. There's a lot of reasons why people stay in relationships. I'm going to say if you love them kids as a man and you made a child with the woman and y'all are actually in a relationship, I'm saying give it some effort, give it some try. Put some work into it. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be like, oh, I'm not happy, fuck it, it's over. To me, I would attempt to make it work. Once you have depleted yourself and say, you know what, this is no more good, we have to go separate ways. After you done depleted yourself. Because what I'm saying is, once y'all go separate ways, this is a fact that can happen. This is some real shit. Another man can be around your kids, and that's just something that you gotta realize when you say fuck it, it's over. This is part of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So before you make a baby, think about this shit. You know what I'm saying? When you with this woman, think about this shit. And sometimes lots of motherfuckers go crazy. They can't accept another man being around the kid. But this is a reality that you have to understand. When you're with someone and y'all go separate ways, the probability of another adult being around your child when they're with your ex is highly probable.
Yeah.
It's more likely it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
let's start there. Okay, so you once you have put effort into the relationship and it don't want left, then you gotta know how to let that go. Whether you put the energy into it and she still dipped off, or you put the energy into it and just like, man, I'm tired. No matter how I got sliced, even if it wasn't mutual, it's over. It's over. Now you gotta focus on being the best co-parent. That shit can be a bumpy motherfucking road. You understand? She could be with a man. You could be doing everything you can do. And the minute she not happy, you down the court office. And you like, damn, you with this cat and all that. It's so many different levels. So I'm not even going to take it there because that's a whole nother conversation. All right? Let's just focus on the children part with the man in the house. How do you process that? You got to get right with yourself.
I was gonna say
you got to get 100 with yourself because... You know, it might go from them missing you all the time, wanting to be around you all the time, and you might be putting that time in. But then all of a sudden, they might start liking that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
And really, if he a good dude, they're gonna start liking him.
Hold on. But here's the thing. They might start really liking that motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's another thing to how... Let's fuck him being a bad dude. Suppose he's a great dude. Suppose this motherfucker
is doing it.
They like, hey, my stepdaddy did this and my stepdaddy did this, and you as a dad listening to this like, motherfucker, well, yeah, that shit. I'm just being real because I want to speak from. Now I'm not talking about my personal opinion. I'm happy that my kids are happy. I'm speaking. I talk to men. I'm a man's man. I know how men get there. I know how men feel. We men. Men are very territorial, just like women are. So I'm saying your kids is happy around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And let's say on the week you supposed to get them, they want to go somewhere with the stepdaddy. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, you could be like, no. But, I mean, what you going to do that every time that happens? You going, no. I mean, how does that make you feel when your son is with you knowing that he want to be with the stepfather?
I mean, and that's a valid point. Like I said, I believe maturity, being the best version of yourself, steps comes into play because I feel like when you're mature about the situation, I'm piggybacking off what you're saying, when you have processed the fact that it's over, I did all I can do, and I'm out, but I still have this child. you have to come to grips with personally maturing to say, I gotta prepare myself to know she's gonna be with somebody else. I think because if you're not mature enough to accept the fact that she's gonna meet somebody, that's where that animosity that you talk about coming in. Because the kids is over here loving the stepdaddy, and dad, I might can't come this week, or can I come next week? You gonna be like, nah. But when you good within yourself, and you know, okay, my kids is like I like how you said it. Your kids are happy. Mm-hmm. Now I'm not gonna keep saying go ahead with stepdaddy. Nah, hell no.
Of course.
But as long as, in my opinion, as long as it's a safe environment, that should be enough to say, you know what,
to get through it.
To get through it, yes.
I mean, and that's true. I'm just throwing out shit because I'm gonna be real with you. I know how motherfuckers is. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way I process things myself is that I'm just happy that my kids are in a safe place and they well loved. They're in a situation where they're loved by me, their mother, their stepfather, and whoever else is in that picture over there. My kid's not coming back to me saying, I don't like this dude, he making me feel some type of way. That's what I'm thankful for, because if it was a different situation, then I would have to become a different entity. I would become something different. And I'm glad I don't have that stress of worrying about that, because their mother A1, the stepfather is A1. As far as when it comes to the children, everything is beautiful. So I'm just happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm in I am what's the word I'm looking for? I'm appreciative. I'm thankful. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful that my kids, when they with their mother and stepfather, they're in a safe place. And then when they with me, they're in a safe place as well. So I'm just grateful. But everybody don't think like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how do you process it? My advice to you is you got to dig deeper than yourself. You got to get your ego off. If y'all made it work and it worked out and y'all was together, everything would be fine, but that's not the situation. So this is another reality. You growing up outside, your kids are growing up in another house outside of yours, outside the home. This goes to the man that wants to be in this kid's life 100%. But y'all live a certain distance apart. You got to work. You can't get to him every day. So guess who picking him up from school? The stepdad.
Yeah.
Or guess who taking him to school? The stepdaddy. Guess who picking him up? The mother. So they seeing the stepdaddy and the mother every day, and they seeing you maybe on the weekends, or maybe once a week, or once every other week. Depends. They work all week. On the weekends, they may want to do something with the children. Sometimes you might work weekends. I mean, everybody working. Let's just say, it's different when two children are in the home, because you see them when you get off work. So if they're in the house, you see them every day. But it's different when they're outside the home. Now you got to find time to see them where you don't have to work at all. And if you're the type of person that got hustles and grinds going on all the time, everything costs. So everything, you got to pay for everything. And then outside of that, when do you find time for yourself to get just, to live your life, to get that little minimum time to digress and enjoy your life? So this is a process where, as though, you got to analyze everything. Yeah. And you got to get your ego out the way. And you got to look at what's important. The important thing is that your kids are in a good environment, and that they know daddy is always there. Yeah, that's key. Even when they are with stepdaddy, even when they with the mother, even when they with the cousins and the family and all that stuff, they know, if I call my dad, he gonna be right here. And that's the best you can do. You get them where you get them. You spend that time with them. You don't take them for granted. But at the end of the day, if they're happy, then it's a good thing. We're talking on a positive note at this point. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking on a negative note like this nigga fucking up. We talking about this is a good stepfather. This is a good role model. Whatever him and the mother go through, it don't affect the kids. Kids are in a great space. And nobody's perfect. So we're not saying this motherfucker perfect. We saying they in a good home. You know what I'm saying?
It's a healthy
environment. At the end of the day, you gotta embrace all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? He might like the kids and may have a little issue with you.
Yeah.
He might be intimidated by you because you the ex nigga. And especially if you standing tall and being, who you are and not even worried about him, and he might feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do you process that? Yeah. And like I said, you got to keep the main thing the main thing. That's the children. You know what I'm saying? And you got to understand that when you make babies, if y'all not living together, this is highly probable. So you got to be able to deal with it. There's no no exact way to handle that shit. You just gotta find it in here.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say that as long as everything going kosher, as long as y'all got a decent rapport, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be an issue. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be an issue. You know, I've been in a situation where I met a woman's children's father, right? Check this bitch ass shit out. He in my truck. The young lad is in my truck. The baby father comes over and he talks to the mother, and then he talks to the child in my truck. So I say, how you doing, good brother? He doesn't acknowledge me. Now, at this point right now, I'm like, I'm gonna say it again. No, I'm not upset.
No, I said he a soft ass.
Yeah. First of all, I'm not upset. You know, I'm getting what I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You not saying nothing to me. I'm kind of like trying to process this, so I say it again. How you doing, good brother? He doesn't acknowledge me. He talks to his kid, hey, boo, boo. Okay. Then he shuts the door, says something to the mother, and leaves. Now, here's the thing. Now, I understand. Some niggas might say, well, shit, he with you. He good. You got to deal with that. Nigga, that's your son. That's your son. The man right there speaking to you. You mean tell me you ain't going to get to know him? Look, even if the man would have been like, hey, what's up, homie? Yeah, that's my son right there, yo. Yo, be careful with him. I expected something. Like, yo, he about to pull off in my car. You don't want to get no type of vibe of who I am. Yo, my son in the car with you, I'm going to come over there and say hello, and I'm going to speak as a gentleman. Because I need to know what type of vibe. I need to get a vibe for you. You with my son. My son in your truck. Yo, this nigga don't ask no questions. This nigga don't say, he don't even do the man. You know how you do a shake with a man and you shake as a man, you look a man. He don't do none of that. You know how a man come up, hey, what's up? Yeah, what's up, homie? He ain't give me none of that. This nigga, hey, boo, boo, and walked off. You know so check it. I'm like, that's a poor excuse. To me, it's a poor excuse for a father. Like, yo, bro, you not going, but you gonna ask her later, so who that nigga? Yo, I'm right here, nigga.
So that's
I'm right the fuck here.
That's what I was gonna say.
No, but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
No, I got you.
I'm just like, this is what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck about him personally, not
true. You're not.
I don't give a fuck. My thing is, as a man, we talk about this shit. As a man, you don't want to know who your kid with.
I mean, I think you should, but a lot of that is what I was going to throw out there is that you have to you have to have a conversation with the ex. You know, then we're gonna go with the premises of it's a decent relationship. It was a cordial breakup. Everybody's good. You have to sit down with the ex to say, okay, you got to put some parameters on it. For instance, my ex, before we broke up, I asked her about her ex-husband and her daughter. Her daughter was 15 at the time. What she said was her and the father sat down and came up with some regulations, I'm going to say, for lack of better words, that they would not introduce anybody to their child until it was a year into the relationship, so they would know it's not a fly-by-night thing. They also sat down and said, hey, once it gets serious, me and you're going to come together and talk about it before we introduce to our child. So I think when you're able to do that and you're able to sit down with the ex and y'all can have a cordial conversation, that's where she'll be able to go back or the guy can go back, talk to their new partner and say, hey, so-and-so is my child mother, blah, blah, blah. The person can set the groundwork for when they do meet. I actually asked my ex, I say, yo, it's been, I think it was about a year and a half. I say, yo, I think as a man, like you saying, I need to meet her father. One, because you told him about me. I'm sure your daughter is telling him that we've gone on vacation together. I need to meet him. Now, it didn't work out where I met him, but I think that's where a lot of that male animosity can be avoided if everybody sit down and talk prior. The ex, y'all talk it out, y'all go to y'all separate corners. Now when the man, if I had met him, it would have been a cool, like, okay, hey, what's going on, bro? How you doing? I'm James. I don't know, whatever the nigga name was. But I think when you don't have that bridge of communication, it opens the door for niggas to be in their feelings. Like you said, your situation, I definitely want to know who got, like,
Man, that's some shit right
my
there.
daughters are grown.
Crazy.
One is 35, 34. Other one is 32, 33. Their boyfriends, I was like, hey, what's up, homeboy? You know, they're my daughters, what y'all playing? We don't do certain things. And they still to today respect me. You know, even when their mother met somebody, he talked bad about me. My daughters was like, hold up, Slim. So I think when you have a cordial relationship and everybody's on the same page, that ex or the new man should feel comfortable when he meet the ex. But if everybody talking, if everybody ain't really saying nothing, it's
Right.
like, oh, if in your situation, I blame the mother, because what she, in my opinion, she should have did was she should have brought him to your truck and say, homeboy, this Tony, that's homeboy.
She did that.
Oh shit! Well, I take y'all that shit.
She did that. She did. It wasn't on her. The nigga was a straight bitch.
Okay,
well, I mean,
yeah.
bitch is a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because
God, give me another
it shouldn't take. It shouldn't take certain situations to happen for you to, you know. I just want to stick to the script. This is what I'm trying to say. A lot of times you just gotta get your ego out the way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta think what's best for the child. You know what I'm saying? My main thing is the guy stand-up guy or my kid safe?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's at the
is this
forefront.
nigga a raging alcoholic? Is he coming in the house drunk? Oh, no. My kids can't stay there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This nigga putting his hands on you, my kids can't stay there.
So let me ask you this question. Blended families, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say the child's with the mother and they get married. That's just y'all
Beautiful.
met, everything was cool. She got married and they living together.
Right.
Do you think that it's okay for, and I'm only asking this because of a video I seen earlier this week. Do you think it's okay for that stepfather to discipline your child, or do you think he need to come to you before he disciplines?
You know,
your
that's
child?
just such a tricky question, and I'm gonna say that because if I got a kid in my house acting the fuck up, and I'm the daddy, because he living with me. I mean, I might be the stepdaddy, but in this house, I'm the motherfucking daddy.
So
you know what I'm
pay
saying?
the ball. The bills to be the boss.
So I'm not even into being like disciplining like physically. I'm not big on that. But sometimes a kid need that shit. And so what I'm saying is it's a process. Am I into another man putting his hands on my kids? Fuck no. But it's a process. And what I'm gonna say is that I'm very present in my kids' life, so it's not needed. Their mother don't even play that. You understand? She don't play that. And my kids are decent kids. Now, my son was up there saying, you know, being disrespectful and shit like that. That's a tough one. You telling this man, you know, I'm just being realistic. You know what I mean? You in my house and you throw a plate at my head. You know what I'm saying?
You slam my doors.
You know what I mean? Or, you know what I'm saying? You just like, oh, it's 10 o'clock at night. You banging on the door. I want my money. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whoa, go handle that. She telling she can't handle it. When I'm supposed to say, hey, man, it's 11:30 at night. Hey, man, come get your son.
Yeah.
Like, it's my house. So, you know, that's to get tricky. I'm not even into, like I say, doing that real heavy. But if we need to get done, need to get done. What I would say is that before any situation would get that far, that we would sit down, I would have a strong intervene where I would sit with my kids and get them in pocket so they wouldn't get that far. You understand? And if it's an issue, then they need to come stay with daddy. You know what I'm saying? If that does happen, that's a rough one, man. Because I don't have no answer for that, man. Because I love my kids to death, and I like my kid's stepfather a lot. Like, I respect him, and he's not even like whatever he is on the street or to another man. He's not like that with his family. I believe that he's actually more patient than me. Like, from what I understand, he don't even raise his voice. I raise my motherfucking voice. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I work on that. Like, hold up, let me check that. You know what I'm saying? And I focus on it because I need. You know, I always want to operate in my best form. So I work on that myself on not raising my voice. But it's just part of who I am and how I operate. But he's a little different. I think he's more subtle. And I respect that. But at the end of the day, if things was to get out of whack, I feel as though I'm involved enough, whereas though that don't need to happen. Because I'm involved. And it shouldn't have to go that route. Because if things go that route, then things are gonna go left. First of all, my kid come with me. Because that ain't gonna work. You know, as far as I'm concerned, that ain't gonna work. Secondly, in what manner was it given? Was it something where he was like, "Hey, stop that," hey, or you know? And I'm just making up something. I mean, you should, if something like that, you shouldn't even have to do it. But like, just say it's something where as though, calm down. You know, I had this lady like, calm. He was doing too much. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it wasn't, but don't start no habits, nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like how you know what I'm saying? So I personally, I don't ever want to go through that shit. Because that's a lot for me to process and have to, you know what I'm saying? And my thing is, I don't want to make the situation worse. I go over there, I'm all hot, me and him going at it. What does that do to the whole structure? So it needs to be an understanding, like you said. In my situation, that's not an issue. It's none of that going on. You know what I'm saying? I personally, I'm not into that, but ain't no kid can be disrespecting me in my house. And I'm not going to call no other man up to get permission in my fucking house. So that's why I gotta be, I can't, it's a double-edged sword. I can't be like this and then expect him, but I ain't gonna lie, that's my kids. So I kinda, that's why I don't jump into them stepdaddy situations. You know what I'm saying? Now, if the father not there and you step in, then you ain't got nothing to deal with. You ain't got nothing to deal with. He ain't even there. But when this motherfucker is very active, and you know, it shouldn't have to go that far. But say these kids is like really obnoxious, like, yo, fuck you. Where my daddy at? Then you know. Well,
what they say? You ain't my dad.
Hey, look, you can get the fuck out. Go get him. You know what I'm saying? How does that work? So I don't know. I'm not in that situation. Like I said, I was dating a female. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't nothing. You know, like super heavy. You know what I'm saying? But you know, going back to that situation, I think homeboy was just a straight bitch because you got a man talking to you respectful and you in your feelings like a female. You acting like you don't even see me. I pull off. Something happened to your son. What you gonna tell him?
Yeah. What he look like? What he have?
Are you gonna say he was with her? He was with my baby mother. Some guy. Like what the fuck? You don't know my name? You know what area I stay at? I mean me. I've been like, hey, what area you stay on?
I mean he was a raggedy dude.
I mean we could have had a little dialogue. Hey man, can I get your number? You know what I'm saying? I want you to have mine. You know he ain't had to be friendly. He didn't have to be friendly, and I didn't expect him to be friendly. But I did expect him to look me in the eye and say what he had to say. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I expected that because he a man. This your child, my car. Like, I expected him to say, this nigga ain't say nothing to me. And I'm like, dang, yo, these niggas is bitches. This nigga a whole bitch. And as time went on, I mean, he was just very emotional. He ain't want no problem. He was very emotional.
Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
So, we covered how it works when it's a mutual respect for everybody. I'm gonna shift gears, but he might have to take 2 sips on this one.
As long as my kid's happy.
How do you deal with it when, let's just say, the child's mother and her man are happy, conducive environment,
right,
learning a healthy household, but yet it's some animosity between you and the dude and you.
Right.
Now you gotta when you come pick up your, let's say every weekend, you gotta pick your kid up from the house, and this dude constantly keep gritting on you, just giving you that look. How do you approach that? How do you deal with that?
Okay, how my kids getting treated though?
Oh, the household is beautiful.
All right, so is he saying anything to my kids out the
Nah,
way?
he just his animosity is strictly with the man, with the baby father.
That shit ain't, I mean, he can grit all he want, as long as he don't say shit.
Okay.
Like, long as he ain't treat my kids, as long as he ain't disrespecting my name in front of my kids.
Okay.
Like, if I come find out, daddy, he don't like you, it's a problem. Why? Yeah, it's a problem. But like, if he got an issue with me, with himself, nah, I don't give a fuck. I mean, most niggas is intimidated by a strong nigga. Most niggas out here, the smile in your face niggas. You know what I'm saying? Intimidated when they see another. A lot of these niggas like that. So that wouldn't necessarily, to me, him gritting at me would be like, yeah, what you want to take it there or something? So I would kind of wait on him to pull the trigger, like the dude, like what you gonna do?
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna be friendly either. So once it get like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, then it's just like, you know,
We gotta handle.
what's
like
the
men.
next step? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, what's the next step? You know what I'm saying? But other than that, as long as my kids is good, I mean, I ain't gotta go ring the doorbell, BB, my friend. I ain't gotta go, you know, I ain't gotta step in your shit same way you ain't gonna step on my shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now I tell you like this. If you come to my house with that shit, I'm gonna tell you, don't come to my house, stay in the car.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, yo, don't come to my door.
Cause I'm the king of this.
I'm gonna say, don't come to my door with that energy, bro. I say, yo, you feel that type of energy, stay in the car, stay over there. I'll bring the kids up, or they'll come. My kids will come to you. But don't come to my door gritting at me at my fucking hell no. Fuck.
Nah, yeah, I
That's
agree.
the hell no. Now if I come to your house and you want to look a certain way, nigga, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's your face type. You gotta live with that. But you're not bringing that energy to my house, my job, or anywhere where I'm at, and you coming to me, you ain't bringing that to me. My thing is, I don't do anything for you to, like, I'm not doing anything to my ex to make you feel some type of way. And if I am, then I really understand. I really ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I hit my ex and you found out, I understand you, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it is what it is. So, you know, what's behind the grit? Like, why are you gritting? You know, if you just gritting because you just a dumbass nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? But if you gritting because, hey, man, you hitting at 12 o'clock at night, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I was the deuce, I don't do that. But, like, if you know, if you doing shit, then you gotta understand why.
Kind of feeding the fire.
But, like, you know, is you still hitting it? Still, you know what I mean? Is he, did he see a text where she was like, have a good day at work, baby? You know what I'm saying? Is she talking to you? Like, you gotta add all the sides up, you know what I'm saying? So in that situation, my main thing, as long as the kids are good, like I tell you, in my situation with my children, real talk, if we have a communication that if it's ever unstable at the house, the children can always come here. You understand? My son got a key. My son's mother has a key. So that at any given time, if it's better for them to be with me, it's unlimited access. Okay, they need to be with their father. Too much going on here. Even if it's just like an altercation, like an argument, because things happen. Nobody's perfect. They can have a heated argument. I need you to come get the boys. I need you to get them out of here. Me and D'Angelo. I'm saying I can't. Did I say the name all the way?
No, you ain't said all that.
Me and such are going through. You know what I'm saying? In my personal situation, I would just come get the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be looking at him like, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, hey, how you doing, good brother? Hey, how you doing? You know, I'd be polite and everything. Hey, guys, come on. You know, I would be therapeutic. I would be of help, of assistance. Because it's about the children. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, hey, you can go back and smear that out or something, can't you? You know, Eddie?
No.
Hey, look, nobody heard what I said.
No,
I ain't say that.
You ain't say it all the way out.
But well, first of all, I respect that brother 100%. Cool guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him like that to know all his business, and I don't know none of that. All I know is we see each other's mutual respect, and my kids love him. And you know, that's all that matters to me. You know what I'm saying? All right, so what was he going at?
No, we was talking about the how do you handle it when the baby father and the current boyfriend don't get along?
Yeah. So stuff like that, like I'm easy to get along with. You know what I'm saying? But like if I'm doing something, then I gotta eat that. Now let me tell you the real dilemma. This the real shit. And this probably like one of my worst fears. Y'all split up, she moves on, and like, you know, we on the East Coast. Say it's a big opportunity over West. And hold up, pause that real quick.
We had to take a little commercial break.
Y'all didn't catch it because we just paused the shit. But I had got a phone call that I had to take, and it threw me off course. So I forgot everything I was about to say. Wherever we was going at it, I completely forgot that shit. But I had something good for y'all, so hopefully it come back.
But
so, go ahead.
The main topic is, you know, how do you process, you know, another man being in the life of your kids?
I got it.
There it is.
It just hit me. Okay, so this is one of my greatest fears. Okay, damn, it's amazing how they came back. So y'all both live in the same state, but say the fiance, husband has the opportunity of a lifetime in California, and y'all all the way in New York. And she like, this is a great opportunity for the kids. Look what we got set up. Look at all the opportunities the boys are going to have in California. Look at where we're moving to. I'm talking about upper echelon. This is some big boy shit. This ain't just moving to some neighborhood. I'm talking about it's upper echelon. It's better for the kids, but of course it's not better for their father not to be there. So now you go from, is it better for the kids to have that life and their father way over here? Or is it for, no, I need my kids here?
Mm-hmm.
You know, what is better for them? To be by you? Are you going to be able to give them that type of opportunity?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or are you just going to be like, fuck it, man. Let them do that, man. I'm catching flights. I want my kids to do that. You're going to miss the hell out your kids going to miss the hell out you. But they got this great opportunity. If it don't work out, they can always come with you.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I would hate that because to be so far away from my boys, you know, I love them to death. You know, it would be like, damn, like, you know, the phone calls may get less and less because kids grow up and they get into their own friends, and before you know it, man, dad like a ghost.
You getting the call once a
You know
month.
what I'm saying? It's like, you know, and like even my 15-year-old now, we only in different counties. Man, it's hard to get that motherfucker on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm texting, I don't get a response till I see him. I don't even gotta ask him, did you get my text? You get my text? No, what text, Dad? Like, would he see the shit and just ignore it?
You
Like,
know what I think?
I don't know. But, what?
As much as I hear you talk about your kids, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy talks about his kids, man, every day, all day. Everything since I've known him, everything he's done is about them kids. I think what makes a difference, a big difference, is when you have a relationship with your kids.
Yeah.
If your relationship with your kids are solid, everything else really don't matter, because if there's a problem in the house, the relationship with the kid is gonna be so intact. They gonna call you and say, "Hey, Dad, shit ain't right."
That's true.
You know, there's a guy we work with. His last son is back home in Africa.
Yeah.
Yo say he talked to his son every day. I happened to be around him when he was talking to his son. He was telling his son like, "Yo, I guess their phones are connected." And he was like, "Yo, you was on the internet at 2:00 in the morning. You supposed to be asleep. You got school at 10:00 in the morning. You get these grades. You in college. What was you looking at?" So, you know, I'm sitting there looking like, that's a good father and son relationship.
Hell yeah.
He all the way across the world, but he's still laying down that law, you know, with the son. So I think that relationship with the children, when the relationship break up, as long as the father has a solid relationship with them children, I think everything else will get pushed to the side. It'll make it easier to deal with the other dude if he's a clown, you know, or like your scenario, if he moved to way across town, you know, way across other states.
You know. I mean, it's just cool when you can just go pick up your kids.
Yeah.
20 minutes away, 30 minutes away, even an hour away. Say it's an hour away. You can still drive, pick them up. Like, but you talking to catching flights. You talking about 6 hours in a plane, 7. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. And you know, he just heard when I'm on the kids, my phone. I'm on the phone with my kids right now. They in the market with their mother. They so focused in the market. She like, y'all gonna say bye to Dad? Cause they all focused on everything. I'm like, all right, love y'all guys. All right, Dad. You know, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna see my kids tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, if they in Cali, you know, that's all I got. Then I don't see them till, you know, they live in they like. What I'm saying is, out of sight, out of mind. It's not intentional, but out of sight, out of mind. Like, you know, they love you and all that, but you ain't there, and you not on the regular. Yeah. And you can call as much as you want, man, but kids into the tablets, into the iPhones, into the girls, into their friends, into the music, into the family that's around them, into the mother, into the stepdad, into the uncle, to the, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, it can be tough. It don't necessarily mean it is. It can be. And my worst fear would be something like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I would never not want my kids to have a great opportunity, because then I just gotta jump on that plane and be as present as possible. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna do my part to be present in their life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm able to do that because guess what? They are, put like this, there's no one else that's keeping me from doing that. You understand? I'm not out here making millions of babies, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm perfectly fine. I need to make a location move, or if I need to get out of here twice a month, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? I can do that, be gone, and won't nothing be missing here. I'm Gucci. I can do that. So I'm blessed with that situation. But that's some tough shit right there.
I went to court. I went to court one day with one of the people that we work with, and the case that was before I was dealing with exactly what you talking about. It was they got a divorce, and they were working out custody of the child. The mother was moving to New York, and the father, I'm assuming, was here in Maryland. I think it had to be Maryland because we was in Maryland.
Right.
And the judge told the wife, or told the ex-wife, he simply told her, he said, listen, what you're gonna do is you're gonna allow these kids to go with their father for the summer. You're gonna allow them to talk every day. It was like I know it was the summer, but basically the judge was saying everything you're saying.
Right.
It takes both of y'all to raise this child, and y'all have to be cordial for the well-being of this child. And I was sitting there like, oh, that's a true statement. Like you said, they moving out of state. The man can't see his children. Even the judge was saying, y'all in two different states. The children can't see y'all going back and forth, arguing, ain't healthy.
That's right.
And then he was also saying, well, it's already going to be an adjustment when you in a whole nother state.
Right.
You know, so like you said, that separation is rough. But like I said, I still say when you got
the courts. Go ahead.
No, the courts they do kind of fuck up everything.
Man, I mean, I get it when you dealing with some fuck shit, but man, to the legitimate motherfuckers trying to, man, fuck them courts, man. Them bitches ain't shit. Fuck all of them. I can't stand them court bitches. I don't even like going to court if I'm at work. Fuck court. Nothing about that shit feel good to me. The wood, the smell of the wood, the smell of the building. I can't stand motherfucking court, yo. I don't like nothing about it. I don't even give a fuck. I'm going to court to get money. I want to hurry up in there. Don't get me wrong. I'm not just saying some shit. I want the money. I want to hurry up in there, get through the process of taking off this shit, going through the scan. A lot of times I don't wear no belt, none of that shit. Like when I'm going for whatever I got to go through and put my shit out there. If I got to go to court for some shit, right, I'm taking my shit off. So I can just walk through that bitch, get to that motherfucker, and get the fuck out of there. So if I got to go to court for some money, I just want to get the money and get out of there. It's like I feel all my past history, ancestors and some shit. Like, I don't like the feeling of court, man. Nothing about that shit seemed right. I don't want to take nobody to court. I don't want to ever have to go to court. Fuck court. My thing is, man, let's work it out as adults. The sad part is these courts, they push that shit, man. You got so many people in society that push that court shit, man. I'm not going to get into the men and the women because that's a whole nother, but people push that court shit when it don't have to be that court shit. That shit be on some other shit. That shit be on some emotional shit. And it be on some bully shit. That court be on some bully shit. I can't stand them motherfuckers, man. Them motherfuckers ain't got shit to me. As soon as I step in front of the courthouse, I feel like a target. I feel like something pointing at me and shit. Like, I don't like that shit. So my thing is, I know court is necessary at times, but I personally don't like court. I'm one nigga that don't like court. Fuck court.
I can understand that.
Yeah, fuck them bitches.
You know, but man, this has been a great conversation. Like I said,
Man, we got
I know
15 minutes, man. Let's give them an hour, dog.
I know fellas, you know, hey, what I want y'all to do is
I'll give you a question.
talk to me.
All right, let me ask you a question, man. All right. So, your kid's grown now, right?
Yes.
All right, so let's rewind time. All right, so I don't know how your situation was or anything like that. But let's say you come into a house and say your kids live with another guy. And with the mother. And say y'all meeting for the first time, you doing one of them sit downs that you do. And say you sitting down, the kids all respectful, and he come in now. It's his house. So you sitting at a table like this, he had to hit the table. It's his house. Alright. So he stand in front of you, right? And when he stand in front of you, you say, "What's up, man?" And he say, "You ain't gonna stand up?" What's your reaction right there?
First of all, as a man,
right.
I'm gonna stand up anyway.
Okay, all right, bet.
First and foremost, I'm in your house. I'm gonna speak when I come in there, but I'm gonna stand up anyway.
Okay, all right, bet. So he do this.
What's up, good brother?
So say you get on some macho shit, he try to squeeze the shit out your hand. I'm talking about he want some.
My grandfather and my stepfather used to always tell me, when you squeeze a man, he ain't supposed to give him a firm hand.
No, he ain't giving a firm.
No, I got you. So
he want some bully shit.
When I feel his bully shit, I'm gonna laugh.
Right.
My man.
All right, suppose he hurt you a little bit though.
You'll never know that. You'll never know that. Because at the end of the day, never let her see you sweat. You know, I will say this though. I'm fortunate that I've never been that shit. Most of the few men that my ex have dealt with, they came to her house. I don't know their situation, but they came to her house. Okay. And I will say this. I feel like they was some soft dudes because none of them ever talked to me. And they don't necessarily have to, but y'all gotta deal with her. Already. I remember the last one I used to keep my bike at their house, and they had like a little under the step joint storage space. He was like, "Why is bike there?" She said, "Because he needs storage. Right. I'm not using space." He wanted it gone. Right. She was like, "No. Right. I'm not doing that." Whenever I call, he get them. Whenever they call, he give them what they need. That's a smarter thing. Right. So I'm fortunate to never have been in that situation. Right. What I do is, the women I've taken, I don't take too many women around them. Because I feel like if you're a fly by night, you don't got to meet my children, you don't got to meet nobody else. Right. But the ones that I'm really great at locking on, I tell them, I say, look, you got to meet my daughters. Right. 2, you got to meet their mother. Because if you hear us on the phone, you would swear there was something going on. We just really good friends. Right. And I tell them, my daughters are going to ask you questions about your intentions. Right. You can either answer them or don't. Right. I said, because that's what I did to their boyfriends. So I feel you. When I take them, I introduce them because, one, I need to see how you interact with my children. Already. You know, I need to see how they interact with you. And I will say this, the few women that I've taken around my daughter, when I talked to them after the relationship didn't work, they were spot on. Already. And I was like, yo, why y'all ain't say nothing like the last one? I'm like, why y'all ain't saying y'all evaluation before now? Right. And what they said, it was you look like you was happy. Yeah. But I will say I do that because you have to know my kids. Them girls, man, have dissected every relationship that I've had. Right. You know, so I'm fortunate that I've never had that. But I think if I was in the scenario that you said, I would laugh at the dude. All right, hold on. This is what I was snickering about. Now, suppose he did it, yo, and he like snapped the finger and hold on. Say he did it, and you went down like, How would you respond to that? I ain't gonna lie. Real shit. You know. How would you respond to that shit? I'm trying to talk about something. My bad. I'm trying to be calm, cool, and collected. But at the end of the day, I'm hitting your mouth. You know what I mean? Because some stuff is just overkill. You give me a little firm handshake, we both solidify we men. But when you go into you done broke a finger and you really like you digging in, I'm hitting your mouth. Whether I win, you win, I'm gonna hit you in your mouth. Because now it don't have nothing to do with the kids. You disrespecting me as a man, and I am not gonna let. Even if I ain't gonna lie, I might lose that fight. But you best believe you already went out of it. When you come out your house, go to work in the morning, I'm gonna be right there waiting on you. I'm gonna get you. Hey, look, true story, right? I was in a situation where I had to get introduced to a guy. All right. And I gotta keep it bland for certain reasons. But that was funny. So I go to the guy, and the guy must have thought I was like a herb or something, man. I mean, I think I was about 20, might be like 28, 29. So he come around, and he come downstairs, and he go to shake my hand. And so when he go to shake my hand, he ain't smiling. You know, I'm like, hey, what's up, good brother? You know, he swelling up. He gonna shake my hand, and it's like this back in the day. Like I'm extra on my workout shit. Like I'm a young nigga. I'm 28. Like I'm in my prime. I'm running, pull up like my grip like on 10. So he go shake my hand. I give him like a little firm grip, but nothing crazy. First of all, I know I'm strong, so I ain't trying to be on no extra shit. So I just shake his hand, and I noticed this nigga is on some tough shit. And so this was the funny part. When he squeezed my hand, it was so weak. I looked at it like, what? And I revert. Now, normally, all men notice, if somebody squeeze your hand first, if they strong, it's kind of hard to get them, especially where they positioned at. Because they got your shit, especially if they got you down here, some shit, on some weird shit. But he grabbed my shit perfect.
Whereas though when he squeezed it,
we both locked in.
man, he wasn't that. So when it was all said and done, my man sat in the corner and played with a little football.
Wow.
Lie to you not, man. He sat in the corner, and me and him never had that issue again. But I'm gonna tell you though, real shit. Now going further into it, I respect the brother because he could have got on some extra shit. Like I don't know his character. I don't know. All I know is when we first met, he was on some. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Randy Macho
like he
Man
was just
Savage.
on some. He was like on some. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, the fuck? Now Preston, he went and sat in the corner. He said nothing while I was there, but that was some G shit. Like he took that, and he ain't, he could have been like, yo, what the fuck? Like he could have, he could have acted out, got into his emotion. He took that L, sat in the corner, and the next time I seen him, my man was like, hey, what's up, man? Never had that issue again. I wasn't on no tough shit. He started out on some tough shit and calmed that shit down.
I mean, but that's like I said. When at the end of the day, it's about respect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gonna either respect me as a man first. You gonna respect me first as a man, because I think in those situations, your manhood has to be, not that I gotta prove anything, but my manhood gotta be presented first.
Right.
Nigga, we men.
Yeah.
I don't care you messing my baby. Nigga, how you treat me? You know what I mean? Let's start there. Nigga, how you gonna respect me? I'm gonna respect you, but let's come to some mutual agreements here.
Right. Yeah.
Then from there, it has to be, you have now respect me as the children's father.
Exactly.
Once we get past those two hurdles,
Exactly.
it's all Gucci. But I think, like you said, that transition from respecting me as a man,
Right.
everybody has to approach it maturely.
That's true.
As adults, because like you said, it's about the well-being of those kids.
Yeah.
Kids, when they're, in my opinion, when they're raised around hostility, anger, and violence, you unfortunately funnel those kids. You process them kids to be locked up at 12.
Yeah.
Because all they hear is anger. They know when I get mad, I'm gonna go to my trunk and get my gun.
Right.
They don't know problem resolution. They don't know quiet conversations. They don't know how to work out. They don't know how to anger management, problem solving. So at the end of the day, when you really think about those kids, sometimes, and it's just my opinion, as a man, you got to back up and say, you know what, this nigga a clown. I'm gonna deal with my baby mother. Hey, babe, look, I'm gonna come get the kids on Tuesday, from Tuesday to Thursday. I'll take them to school on Friday. Y'all pick them up.
Right.
You eliminate the clown ass dude.
Right.
Because two men are going to walk away from a fight because they know one of us gonna get fucked up.
Right.
So if there's an issue, I think that maturity level of the man to say, you know what, he a clown, let me deal with this person. Now,
Right.
I'm sure it's going to be hard if both of them just a clown.
Right.
He a clown, she a clown, because she like, fuck you, why you ain't come with the kids at 2 o'clock, you got here 2:05, that's going to be a problem. But if you got a mutual person that y'all looking eye to eye, as a mature adult, you deal with that person and you eliminate it. Because at the end of the day, somebody going to get hurt other than them kids. You know
That's
what I
true.
mean?
And it goes to this: choose
Wisely.
wisely.
But the sad part of that is,
You never can predict it.
yeah, because
You never can predict it.
things could be going perfect,
But-
and one thing could just throw everything.
Let me
Like,
tell
what
you,
the hell?
choose wisely. Always be the best version of yourself. Never lead with your ego. Get in front of your emotions, not behind them. Those are 4 key things that can truly help you. Don't ask me to repeat it. I already said it.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna have to go back because I was like, that was good.
Okay, so
Emotions, get in front of your emotions.
Get in front of your emotions. Don't be led by your ego.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What was the other one?
Don't worry about it. By the time I post this, I'm gonna have
It
all
came
that.
out natural. It came out natural. Oh, be the best version of yourself and choose wisely. You know what I'm saying? These are just things that these are practicalities that will help you. Because at the end of the day, you can't control another motherfucker. My thing about my kids is that I want them to be safe. I want somebody else's kids to be safe. But I also want my kids to be respectful. I also want my kids to be in a happy place. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is a transition. You know, if kids used to 2 parents and they had a good time and things were great, it just 2 parents couldn't get along, and then all of a sudden they not seeing that mother or the father every day, because it can go either way. You know, sometimes kids are sad. Sometimes I miss my mommy, I miss my daddy. You know, they sad, and it could come out in school, and So everything's a transition. It don't just snap into place like that. Then all of a sudden you meet another individual, they gotta get used to this nigga. Or they gotta get used to her. It's another transition. So my main thing is that, are the kids safe? You know what I'm saying? Are they safe? Are they in a therapeutic situation? You know, if I can see this person is a good individual, it just take a while for the kids to warm up to them. It's a process. You know what I'm saying? Nothing happens overnight. I mean, sex, but
yeah.
pregnancies, but you know what I'm saying? But true success and things of that nature, true glory doesn't happen overnight. Things take time. And so that's the main thing I just want to express to you. Like, try to be therapeutic. Think about the best for the children, not necessarily the best for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes getting uncomfortable to get comfortable. And then life moves on. Life moves on. How it is now might not be here in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Sometimes you got to plan for the future. Okay, you know, right now this is the situation, but in 5 years I can make this move, make that move, and boom, be set up. Like, for instance, the place I live now, I wasn't at last year. But this place now is more conducive for my children. The area, the environment, everything took me a while to get here. You know what I'm saying? But I always kept building. You know what I'm saying? I always kept building. You know what I mean? And I'm thankful. You know what I'm saying? So if my kid's mama say, hey, I need you to get the kids, and she don't ever come to me like that. She'll say, can you do this? But I'm just on point. Hey, I need you to get the kids. Boom. Yes. Boom. I'm there. You know what I'm saying? The kids need to come up. Bang. Cool. You know what I mean?
Quick interjection.
Yeah.
This dude ain't lying. We took a little commercial break, and not to get.
All right, you good.
I wasn't even listening to the conversation. You know, I was here, but one thing I did hear him say about 45 times on that conversation was, if the kids need me, call. If you need me to do something for those kids, you know how to get in touch with me. You know, and I want to commend you because, man, first of all, we need more black men to kick in with their kids like that. But he ain't just saying this stuff. This dude actually live everything he's saying.
Thanks, big bro.
You know, and I wasn't listening, but I'm telling you, he said it like, if they need me, you know, he wouldn't even say, hey, if I got to rearrange some work issues, I'm there because I need to make sure they safe.
Indeed.
And I'm a commend. He even wished the baby mother, hey, sending positive vibes. You need to relax, calm down. I got this.
Already.
Whatever they need, whatever you need to get them what they need. I was like, whoa. So he ain't just saying this, y'all. This brother is living that, man. And that's a good thing, man. It's one of the reasons why I chose this guy to help me with this podcast, because he's going to bring the energy, the heat. He's definitely seen a lot more than I have. And I like the enthusiasm. I like the fact that he's sincere about his role as a man, being the best version of his. I didn't stole that, because now I posted every once in a while I'll be the best version. But yeah, man, this dude right here, man, y'all listen to these. I hope y'all really listening to these podcasts, man, because it's issues that every man go through. Yeah. I'm gonna give you a little more, you know, the calmer dude with the tie and, you know, the 3-piece suit. My man Tony gonna give you the Superman Batman version. You know, kick in the door and say the day. You know? But yeah, I really hope y'all listen to this, man. We definitely appreciate y'all coming through, man. Continue drop them comments, man. Continue to subscribe, man. Hey, if y'all want us to talk about something, drop it in the comments, man.
Oh yeah, good shit. Hell
because at the end of the day, we want to talk about what y'all want to hear. That's the only way it's gonna be successful for everybody to learn something. I learned something from all these shows, and I hope y'all do. So if y'all have a conversation y'all want to drop, let us know. We open for everything. You know what I mean? As long as there's some positive stuff, or even if it's some negative stuff, have a positive solution to it. Right. My mother always told me, if you have a problem, come up with a solution. If you don't have a solution, don't talk about the problem.
Man, and if you like some whack clown ass nigga or some chicken head ass broad,
stay
man,
off. Stay
look,
off. Yeah,
you can watch all you want. Don't say shit.
Don't comment.
Just laugh and do your chicken head and clown shit while y'all watch.
I'm gonna say comment so we can crack and like jokes at you. we need a laugh.
Man, I ain't entertaining y'all motherfuckers. I'm gonna leave it blank. Big bro gonna handle that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the main one on that crack.
Fuck a chicken head, chicken head nigga, fucking chicken head broad. But you know what though? I also like this platform because I feel like this where men can come and be men.
Yeah. Like we lacking it.
No. Women are invited because, like I say, we men. So women invited, baby. Y'all invited.
Mm-hmm.
But for the men that need to talk is men. Like, no sucker shit. Like, I done had a conversation with a man, right? About sucker motherfucking niggas. And come find out this nigga a sucker motherfucking nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like the same shit, like yo niggas be hating, niggas be on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's how I be. Yo niggas like us. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm just talking like this because the situation be going smoothly. You know what I'm saying? The brother could be a proper talking brother. He could be well put together. He could be older than me. You know what I'm saying? He could be a little younger than me. You know what I'm saying? But we just be vibing. It be smooth, man. And then, you know, I be like, damn, nigga. It's, you know what I'm saying? And it's disappointing. But one thing I don't do is I don't blame a man on his shortcomings in his character because no one's perfect. I just kind of look and say, wow. You know what I'm saying? And I learn from it because if that brother can be compromised, who am I not to be compromised? So it humbles me when that happens. Yeah, it's disappointing. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, we were just, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, that's why I tune into myself because hopefully brothers that watch this can check themselves. Like, yeah, I need to check myself, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Self-reflection.
Yeah, self-reflection, man. Ain't nothing wrong with self-reflection, man. Love yourself, man.
It's actually needed, man.
And you know, he verified things because I focus on bettering myself, man. I wasn't no overnight man. I ain't no overnight nigga. Like, yeah, I gotta get with saying that word, man. I watched some shit last night, man. It just made me truly see a different perspective on that word, man.
I try to get away from that word. I think sometimes these conversations like this is gonna come out because they're emotion driven and it kind of goes along with the conversation. But in a regular daily conversation, I work hard not to say the N word because I feel like if black people keep saying it, then white people feel like it's okay to say it. If we don't want them to say it, then I feel like stop using it around.
Well, deeper than that is what it means to you. So that's all. What it means to you. But what I'm saying is I'm getting more knowledge on the word. I'm getting more knowledgeable about the word nigga, and it's fucking with me. Yesterday, I don't think I said the word nigga one time. I think I said it one time. And don't get me wrong, when I'm in my profession, when I'm in certain environments, I don't use that word at all. Here, we comfortable. I'm like letting it all out. I'm not being, I'm being transparent when I'm talking on this. So that's why it's going to come out because I'm just being me. I'm talking to I'm not putting on a facade. I'm not saying, well, we're on camera and you talk this way. And that's why you'll hear me say, yeah, I said it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the most proficient dialogue and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm doing a performance, when I'm doing a speech, then yeah, you're not gonna hear But on this shit, motherfucker, nigga. It's like but look, I seen something yesterday and I'm just like, wow, I want to focus on that. And you know, it's so many other things that I'm focusing on, but that is something that was brought to my attention yesterday. And it's something that I kind of felt, it was heartfelt. I would watch what some brothers went through. You know, YouTube, man, you can see footage from the 50s, 40s, 30s, 20s, 1800s. And you can see what slaves went through. If you go on YouTube and look up stuff, man, you can see, they got video footage of slaves talking. People who made it through it talking. I mean, there's so much stuff out there of what we went through and how we were referred to and things they did to us. Real quick, because I see the time up. A father and son, I think they shot a guy's dog, a white man's dog. So the dog must have been trying to attack him or something. What they did to these men was they locked them up. They got some barbed wire, wrapped their bodies up, tied it to the bumper of a truck, drove them around town.
God dang.
Put gasoline on them and put them on fire. A father and son. And all you heard was nigga. And it fucked me up. You know, because I'm visualizing me and just one of my sons, each of them one at a time, because it was a father and son. I'm thinking about me and my one son, me and my other son, me and my other son. And you know, only thing I can do is just be there with him through the pain and look him in the eyes if I can, you know, call pulling you. I mean, it just, I'm like, the fuck, you know, you on fire, you in pain, he on fire. Like, how do you, so, you know, I share that with you because that's how real that shit hit me, man. I was in my house for about 2 hours on silent, like sitting there, like, thinking about my kids, thinking about how blessed we are to live at this time and how they sacrificed and how they were referred to as nigga. And I'm just like, yo, you know, and not that I haven't heard things before. It's just that the older I get, the more things hit me differently, you know, and I process things differently. Being who I am and what I'm becoming and what I am now, I process things different. I'm a lot calmer. And
He's a better version of himself.
Yeah, yes, sir. Hit the spirit, man. Hit the spirit, man. So yeah, man, I just wanted to give a little dialogue on that. But yeah, big bro.
So come on, hey, I appreciate y'all coming through. Hey, also, I'm hosting a costume party next month.
Oh shit.
It's October the 28th. It's from 8 to 1 o'clock in the morning. If you're interested in coming out and grabbing a ticket, drop the comments. Let me know that you're interested, and I'll get in touch with you. Until next time, it's been the Terror Dome. It's been real. Peace.